11:45 a.m. The Old Bailey, defendants, antechamber. Oh, thank goodness, we're in time. There's still 15 minutes until the trial begins. I never knew a horse-drawn carriage could go so fast. I thought my teeth were going to rattle loose. Did you hear what I said to the driver when we climbed aboard? Get us to our destination in 5 minutes, driver, and there's a guinea in it for you. It's one of my favorite lines from the Herlock Sholmes stories, and it worked quite perfectly. I'm not sure why you're so pleased. I thought we were going to die, and we had to pay gold for the privilege. Well, at least we arrived here before the trial started. Yes, I suppose there's that. Anyway, I don't understand it. The court clerk said the defendant should be here, but there's no sign of him at all. So this is the Old Bailey. Even this room for defendants to wait in is grand. Are you alright, Naruhodo-san? I'm feeling tense, that's all. This place gives me the same sense of foreboding that I remember from the Supreme Court in Japan. An oppressive air, almost as if the building itself is going to crush whoever's about to be sentenced. It feels like only yesterday that I was the one about to be crushed. Yes, whoever the man you're to defend is, I imagine he's feeling very alone at this moment. Oh god, no! Yo. Top of the morning to you, madam! Sir? I don't know. Oh my god, it's the Mad Hatter. What are yous doing following me? See, now I want to instinctively I want to give him an Irish accent, but I don't know if that's... like, accurate, but fuck it, here we go. What are yous doing following me here? Tings are very desperate, are they? Sorry? Jeff would clip that. I mean, I've already been clipped saying that. Would you look at those expressionless faces? From the east, are yous? I don't know. Is that a fucking... Use is not an Irish thing. I don't know. We're from Japan, yes. Ah, Japan, is it? Right, say no more. So, how much do yous need? No, we're just here because... No need to explain, fella. I've been there myself, so I have. No place to go, nothing to eat. I don't know if these are... Nothing to eat, barely a penny to your name, and all while in a strange, faraway land. I've committed to this, fuck it. I've committed to this stupid Irish accent. Well, actually, we haven't found a place to stay yet. No. No. 'Tis grand, 'tis grand! Let me start by giving you 1,000 guineas. Say nothing now. 1,000 guineas? Please, Susato-san, you don't have to shout. But 1,000 guineas is enough to build an entire mansion in the most prestigious area of Tokyo. He sounds like someone's after his Lucky Charms. He kind of looks like someone's after his Lucky Charms. What? 'Tis nothing to me at all. I like to ensure I have sufficient funds to weather a rainy day, you see? I have enough wealth to buy the city of London 2 or 3 times over. Could that much rain even fall in one day? Well, even so, we couldn't possibly accept such a large sum of money. Ah, that hit me in the eye. Don't get me wrong, fella. I'm not giving it to you no strings attached. I'll be wanting you to do something for me. Oh? To be honest, 'tis a little embarrassing. The trial that's about to begin, you see, is for me good self here. I'll be on the dock. I'll be in the dock. So now, what I want you to do is come along with me and stand there beside me. Officially, you'd be my lawyer, but that's just a little detail now. Oh, well, the thing is, what a fucking coincidence. That's why we're here, buddy. Well, don't you worry about a thing. All you gotta do is stand up there next to me and nothing more. Otherwise, you see, the trial is going to start without me having any kind of representation at all. So it was true. The Lord Chief Justice wasn't just making it all up. I'm terribly sorry to have to ask, but does that mean you're the defendant in this trial? Bluster and blazes, do yous not know who I am? Me? One of London's biggest names? Who's Irish for some reason? No, sorry. We've only just arrived in the city, you see. I see. I suppose it isn't altogether impossible. Well, just next to Hyde Park there, in the centre of London, is another beautiful park. Sorry? Park? What? 'Tis called McGilded Park, full of blossoming flowers in the spring and singing birds and whatnot. I feel like I'm losing the accent. I donated to the city, so I did. An entire park? In central London? A city of smiles, that's my vision for London. There's nothing Magnus McGilded wouldn't do for its city and its queer old people? What the okay, Googling again. I have to Google a word every fucking stream. I have to Google a word because I fucking... Where? Why is it so hard to find? It's Irish! It's Irish! It's an Irish word! Yo, I called it! I was right! He is Irish! It's a fucking Irish dialectal word. It just means weird. Like, I guess it's like queer old people. I fucking called it! I mean, I guess he did say he did literally start with top of the morning. He's, okay. That's amazing. I mean, really extraordinary. But now they've gone to say I'm a good-for-nothing criminal. Me, Magnus McGilded. What is the matter with the London police, I ask ya? Where that came from. Alright, don't pass out. Good eye, mate! That's a different accent. Oh my god. Naruhodo-san. Perhaps now would be a good time to introduce ourselves while the gentleman catches his breath. Good idea. Mr. McGilded, the thing is, we're actually here in London to study British law. We're law students on a study tour from Japan, you see. So, if you don't have a lawyer for the trial yet, and you'd be happy to put yourself in our hands, we'll do our best. What was I after saying, you daft idiot? I've given you 1,000 guineas to stand up there next to me, haven't I? Well, yes, but I wasn't really offering to just stand up there next to you. Sir, can you stop? Oh, I think I see what's going on here. Sorry? I know what you're thinking. This chancellor of a fella claims to have more money than the Queen. But if that's true, then why the blazes can't he hire the finest lawyer in all of England? Because he did it. That's the only explanation. Well? Well? No, I wasn't thinking that at all, actually. Not at all. Although, it is a little strange, to be honest. I am curious why he hasn't hired a lawyer, or, like, why don't you have a lawyer, I mean? What would be the fault of the Reaper? Sorry? Did he just say Reaper? Aye, the Grim Reaper of the Bailey, Lord Barock van Zieks. Barock van Zieks. He is the prosecutor. The prosecutor is the Grim Reaper? When Van Zieks stands for a prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs. And to this day, in every single trial in which he's been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned. What? I'm losing the accent, by the way. I am fucking... I dropped it. I don't know if I ever even had it, but I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it hard. So it's reached the desperate situation where there's no one willing to stand in defense against the fella at all. You could say he's a living legend of the Old Bailey. Goodness, Lord Barock van Zieks. He must be an exceptionally talented prosecutor, then. Talented isn't the word you're looking for, madam. It's cursed. Cursed? What on earth? The defendant is summoned, and his counsel. Please make your way to the courtroom. The trial is about to begin. Don't even ask what the fuck that accent was. His counsel? That would be me. Oh, 'tis time! Well then, fella, don't let me down. But I don't know anything about the case. You haven't told me what happened. Until you showed your face here, I'd made up my mind, so I had. Sorry? I decided I'd have to defend myself in there. How would that have worked? I imagine you defended yourself literally the first case. What are you talking about? But then you made an appearance, a student of law, wouldn't you know? 'Tis no accident, I can assure you of that. 'Tis fate. So don't get cold feet now, please. I mean, yeah, at this point, I literally know nothing about the case, or about this man who stands accused. In fact, the only thing I do know is that I can't just turn my back on him. That's why you're a true lawyer, my guy. Naruhodo-san. The man has no one. He'll have to stand alone in that courtroom, armed with nothing to defend himself. Yes, something that Kazuma would never have allowed to happen. Counsel for the defense, what are you doing? If you're late for the start of the trial, you will lose your right to stand. I'll be right there. Hell yeah. It's happening then. My first trial in a British court. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. Because I have no idea how I'm gonna manage this. Boy, he really is a Naruhodo. He really is. That's also in his blood. Uncertainty, doubt, insecurity. But luckily, his bloodline has also been blessed with the mighty power of asspoles. The ultimate asspoles. 18th February, 10 a.m., the Old Bailey courtroom. And there's no judge. Oh, there is... oh, 5 judges? Is that how that works? Actually, I don't know anything about British court. Are there 5 judges? So this is the highest court in Great Britain, the Old Bailey. The centuries of history in this place is palpable, isn't it? It's so different to the Supreme Court in Japan. It feels both imposing and serene at the same time. The atmosphere almost makes words redundant. Whatever the country, determining a person's guilt or innocence is always a solemn affair. May I say something, Naruhodo-san? Oh, yes, what? Oh my god. Your eyes look ready to pop out of your head again. I know, but I just can't help it. Oh my god, he's a vampire. Oh my god, he's a vampire. Oh, also there is like a judge. Are those like the sub judges? In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. We are here today to determine the guilt or innocence of Mr. Magnus McGilded. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and the defense to declare their willingness to proceed. The prosecution is fully prepared. Yo, I'm looking forward to doing his voice because I feel like it's gonna be sinister. Yeah, it's a good song. Ace Attorney tracks always slap. Like, I feel like Ace Attorney music is always top tier. That must be the Reaper of the Bailey. He really does look fully prepared to dispatch his next poor victim to the underworld. Counsel for the defense, you appear to be Easter. Do you speak English? Huh? Oh, yes, of course, sorry. But he asked if the defense was ready. And I couldn't be further from ready if I tried. Those eyes please me. Nipponese. They shroud your fear, your doubt, your trepidation. They run wild, clinging to some phantom notion of courage. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb. Also, hello, kitten. Yo, kitty cam. Ugh, a cold shiver just ran down my spine all the way to the tips of my toes. Now, Mr. McGilded. Yes, my lord? You stand accused of murder, a capital offense. You could be sent to the gallows if found guilty. God. Hello, yes. Would you like to join me on my lap? I'll make room. Oh god. Are you quite sure you would wish to entrust your defense to this foreigner? As I've always said, my lord, 'tis a grand thing to give opportunities to the young. There's a cat, just like, she's just sitting in my lap, by the way. She's still here. Oh, whoops. Even if the fella is a student from some little island off in the Far East, is it not the British way to ignore the dangers to yourself and give those less fortunate a fair chance? Also, cat, you are... could you just not bump things? Like, listen, if you just don't bump things. I'd like to think to acts of chivalry do the great British Empire proud. You're doing, okay, you're bumping things. I asked you not to do that. Cat, you were bumping the microphone and I asked you not to do that. I asked nicely. Did I not ask nicely? You, did I? I asked nicely, correct? Could you just chill and stop? Stop that! I'm gonna have to put you down. I don't want to do it. Oh, did you hear the mother, please, maybe we go play in McGilded Park? Oh, I missed things people said. Okay, alright. This is just a bad place for you, kitty cat. Hey, boo boo. Just, you know, you can just stay. No, just sit here like a gargoyle. You like gargoyling, don't you? Isn't that your thing? No, stop it. Sit. Chill, you know? Still. Kitty butt. There's no escape from the kitty's wrath. Look how wrathful she is. Cutie. It seems as though everyone in the public gallery is firmly behind Mr. McGilded. That's definitely welcome news, and he certainly has a way with words. I'm surprised he couldn't convince anyone to defend him. Also, can I check what the people said in the... Yeah, they did. Listen to Mr. McGilded. What a fine gentleman London has in him. Did you hear that he donated £5,000 to the government the other day? Okay, so yeah, the people like him. I'm surprised he couldn't convince anyone to defend him. Eloquently put, Mr. McGilded. and most laudable sentiments. Oh my god. Just this. I see what you did there. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm sure I need hardly remind you that you 6 members of the public have been selected for your impartiality. Are you ready to proceed? Oh, they're the jury. Okay. Yes, my lord. If the task is to send rotters to the gallows where they belong, I'm more than ready. At the manor, his lordship always says we should dispose of rubbish promptly, and naturally I agree. Huh. Any criminals here will soon be wishing they'd never set eyes on me. Oh god, why does he have a knife? He just has a knife. I'm sorry, aren't weapons prohibited in courtrooms? Isn't it? Like, he literally just has a knife. Hello? She didn't say anything. And he's drinking? What the fuck is this jury? I feel a chill. Oh, don't mind me, my dears. I'll just be getting on with my knitting. Must finish these mitts for my grandson. What a great jury this is. He's British. Always ready to shank someone. God damn. Naruhodo-san, those people are... The jury. Yes, that's something we don't have in Japan yet. And we won't until Ace Attorney 4. Fucking... Mr. Justice comes in. And then the series just forgets about it. But it's not important. That's right. I've only ever read about it. But here in Great Britain, the court's final verdict depends on the opinions of these 6 jurors. He just has a knife. And he just has alcohol. What the fuck? The judge passes sentence according to the law, but the jurors determine guilt based on common sense. So the defendant is ultimately judged from 2 completely different points of view. But how exactly do the jurors give their verdict? That I don't know, but I'm sure it will become clear as the trial progresses. Yes. Prosecutor Van Zeeks, my lord. It's been a number of years since we've seen you here in the courtroom. I thought you'd renounced your fame. I'm known as the Reaper of the Bailey, my lord. Infamy rather than fame, I would say. But yes, 5 years have passed since I last spread my wings in this capacity. He's scary. So what brings you back? Is there some change of circumstances of which the court should be aware? I leave that to your imagination, my lord. So the Reaper has been out of action for 5 years. Why did he have to choose today of all days to make a comeback? Don't lose heart, Naruhodo-san. Katie looks like she's kind of... She does that. She just, like, sits and watches sometimes. And she's watching the screen, by the way. She's, like, watching the gameplay. As you wish, sir. The court nevertheless welcomes your return. Simple British logic. Artifacts from his country, then let him go. We'll come for the items later. Ah, yes, the great colonization. Now then, opening statements, I think. A summary of the case, if you please. Certainly, my lord. As your lordship is aware, this is a case of overwhelming simplicity. You must be the only ones in here who aren't aware. The incident took place in the late evening, 3 days past. The hour was some minutes after 10. The victim was a maker of building bricks known in the community as the Thrice-Fired Mason. Sorry? Thrice? He was a very accomplished craftsman. The bricks he fired were said to be almost indestructible. Oh shit. The The victim's corpse was discovered in an omnibus in service on the streets of London at the time. A dagger that had been thrust into the victim's abdomen is believed to be the ultimate cause of death. Here's the autopsy report from the investigating medical officer at Scotland Yard. Thank you, Counsel. I shall accept that and the photograph as evidence. A report prepared by the Scotland Yard coroner gives the cause of death as internal hemorrhaging as a result of a single stab wound to the abdomen. Photograph of the crime scene. A photograph of the victim taken on the omnibus. The knife in his abdomen is clearly visible, but his face is partly obscured from view by an old crooked hat. Why do I immediately suspect the particular jury member who is currently holding a knife? Like, and one further item of evidence. The prosecution wishes to submit these as well. And these are... Good lord! Is that blood, Counsel? Yes, my lord. Seized by a policeman who arrived at the scene. These gore-soaked gloves were taken from the hands of the accused when he was arrested. What? Mr. McGilded's gloves had blood on them? Yes, I will accept these as evidence as well. Defendant's leather gloves. The leather gloves the defendant was wearing at the time of the incident. There is a blood stain on the right glove. How did I get into this? I'm backed into a corner before I've even started. Continuing. According to the driver of the omnibus, there were only 2 passengers traveling inside his vehicle at the time. Only 2? Obviously, one of those passengers was the deceased brickmaker, Mr. Mason. The other was the accused, Magnus McGilded. Well, rather damning circumstances, to say the least. Defendant, what say you? Well, of course, I have no recollection of such a thing. Mr. McGilded. To be sure, I rode the omnibus that evening, but whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness, and I always succumb to it. Are you claiming to have been asleep? 'Tis the motion of the carriage, my lord. Lilting, so it is, and when I opened my eyes again, 'twas a desperate sight before me. The body of a man I'd never laid eyes on before in my life. Now I ask yous, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fellow bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I'd reached out to give the man a hand. So the blood got on the gloves then, after the man had been killed. Unfortunately, that statement of the driver's is only the beginning. What? That's not all of it? There were multiple witnesses to the precise moment at which the brickmaker was fatally stabbed. Order! 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 When the killing took place, only the victim and the accused were in the carriage, and there were witnesses to the crime. This is not a case of compelling evidence. It's the nail in the coffin for the accused. Damn. Thank you, counsel. The circumstances of the crime have been made quite clear. I think we will hear testimony from these witnesses first of all. Your wish is my command. Bailiff, bring the witnesses at once. Oh my god. The fucking top hats. Witnesses, your names and occupations. My name is, well, everyone calls me Beppo. I drive an omnibus in the East End. Bruce Fairplay. I'm a banker in the city. My name's First. Lady okay, the really obvious ones are hilarious. Oh my god, his name is Lady First. I, make hats for gents. Let's begin by confirming the facts. 3 days ago, as a short time after 10 o'clock in the evening, at a shop, all of you present in the stand were in an omnibus and witness to the aforementioned incident. Is that correct? Yes, sir. Quite right. Yes, sir, that's right, sir. Very well then, let's proceed to your formal testimonies, please. Each of you will tell the court precisely what you saw. What the witnesses saw. It was the last bus of the evening, so I had a few customers. I remember it well. The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. Then, out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged a knife right into his guts. That's right, he stabbed him. I screamed, I did. Couldn't help it. As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped my bus, and then I saw it too. Naruhodo from... Yeah, it's literally like Japanese for like, I understand. I understand. Yeah, which is very funny. Like, literally every name is a pun of some kind. It's just some of them are more obvious than others. Such as Lady First. Unambiguous testimony, I must say. Exactly, my lord. These men witnessed the incident in the omnibus with their own eyes. I'd like to ask a question, if I may. Yes, counsel? Well, this testimony makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Why not? Well, the incident took place inside a moving carriage, didn't it? As has been clearly stated from the outset, yes. Well, in that case, how could those two witnesses possibly have seen what happened? There's no way they could have seen the inside of the moving carriage. They were also in a carriage, buddy. Like, that was the whole... Isn't that the whole... For characters, Gumshoe. Yeah, like, that's like a nickname for cops, is Gumshoe. Or detectives. Gumshoe's actually my favorite character in the series. Like, straight up, he's the best. Again, I have, like, a trench coat, a green trench coat, specifically because I like him that much. Well, also, I just needed a coat, but that's why I got that one. I don't wear it anymore, but I still have it. How quaint. I'd read that civilization in the Eastern Island nations was a good century behind our own. But you're here in London yourself. Are you really so ignorant about our omnibuses? Huh? Tell me, my Nipponese friend, have you ever even traveled in an omnibus? Well, no. We, only arrived in London this morning. No matter. I've arranged for us all to see for ourselves. The actual scene of the crime, that is. What do you mean? The actual scene? How? A carriage is designed to be moved, after all. Presumably you understand that much. Oh, damn. Let's give her a fedora, too. I do not have a fedora. Just the trench coat. The omnibus in which this bloody crime took place is here today, in this very building. Here? What? The entire carriage? Bailiff? Bring forth the stricken omnibus.